Welcome to Be More Lifestyle.
All right, well, there's no stranger to the love conversation here on Be More Lifestyle.
That's right. But today we are getting the male perspective, on just about everything. So please welcome our next guest and author. He's also the host of 96.3 WHUR, Ulysses Stretch Garrett. Welcome.
What's going on, ladies? Thank you for having me.
So awesome to have you here in the flesh, right? We always hear you, but now we see you.
Yes, indeed. Thank you. It's an honor to be here. I'm surprised they put the whole government name out there for me.
All right, so you've been doing the love zone. Like, you talk love, right?
Right.
So you put that in a book.
Put it all in a book. So back in the day when I used to work at 92Q and hosted the Love Zone, I took all those stories from people calling and those love-sickened folks and even some of my own personal things and put it all into this book. And it took me 13 years to write it, but here it is.
Wow.
Yeah.
Hard work and dedication pays off, and
Yes,
it's going to pay off for us, too, because this is all from the male perspective, right? Which we really don't get a lot of, especially in book form. So what can we kind of expect when we open this book?
Well, you're going to get a story about a man whose name is Mason Blake, and his whole journey on just trying to find who he is as a man, but also understanding the aspect of letting himself be vulnerable, opening up, communicating, and learning to let go. Because a lot of times we hold on to so much stuff from the past that it affects the future.
Right.
And so with this book, he learns that journey, and it's a whimsical ride. You'll laugh, you'll cry, you'll get mad. You'll cry again, but then at the end, I think you'll like it.
I love it. Okay, so you have to know romance, right, in order to do this. So talk to us about what your definition of romance is. You know, this is a big week for romance we're talking about.
I think, to me, what embodies romance is being selfless, because you can't just get into something with just having that selfish attitude, and it's just the little things that kind of can add to just romance, whether it's a text in the morning or a call in the afternoon or just a little pick-me-up later on in the afternoon, whatever the case may be, just something that you're showing that person that you actually care and you're thinking about them.
Okay. It's the little things that get us through the day that remind us that it's worth getting through the hard times, right?
And sometimes it's the corniest stuff too.
Right,
you know, whether it's, okay, say for instance, you know, your partner takes their shower in the morning.
Right.
Go in there before the condensation and the steam hits, write a little message on the mirror.
Oh my God.
You know, it's the small things. It's cheesy, but it works. It works.
So they say men are from Mars, women are from Venus.
Right.
Is that true?
I think everybody's from the same place, to be honest with you, because sometimes it's interesting that you'll meet women who have the same mentality as a man, and then you'll meet a man who just like has the same mentality as a woman. So I think they all intertwine with one another. But yeah, I guess that adage still holds up.
It's a little bit, but we really are just looking for the same thing. We just have, sometimes we have different ways of expressing it.
Exactly.
I don't know. Are they looking for the same thing? Because I think a lot of women, right, want to be married, and then we think that men only care about sex. True or false?
I think that's true in certain regards and then false in another regard, because I think it depends on where the man is in his life. Because now, like, I'll be 44 in 2 weeks, right? So in my 20s and 30s, I wasn't thinking about marriage.
Right.
It's once you mature a little bit. You know, we mature a little later in life. So now at 40-something, I'm like, yeah, it's time to make it happen.
Right.
But it's always different in certain circumstances.
Okay.
And they often say it's the right person at the right time.
Right.
And I hear from like my grandfather, my great uncles, like, I saw her and I knew that was it. She was the one I was going to marry. Is that legit? Do men often feel like, I don't know where I am in life, and they see the woman walk in the door and they're like, that's it.
Love at first sight.
Love at first
sight. Is it a thing?
I think it is a thing. I have a friend of mine who met, he knew on the second date with his now wife that he wanted to marry her. So it could happen. Right place, right time. It all depends on, you know, you just have to see him in that light. They could walk into the Starbucks, and next thing you know,
you're walking down the aisle.
6 months later, you're walking down the aisle.
Right? Okay, so it doesn't matter, so no time limit. What about celebrity couples?
Celebrity couples, I really don't have one per se, but if I could pick from a television show, This Is Us, Randall and Beth Pearson. Okay, I know it's fictional, but the way that they go through certain things as a married couple kind of embodies what a real life couple is all about, you know, because a lot of times we get so enamored with, oh, I want to see what J and B are doing, but they don't live the life that we live.
Right.
So you want to live in functional, you know, well, to a certain degree, you know.
I'm all about whatever Beyonce's doing, but go ahead.
I live like Beyonce every day. Thank you very much. Where can we get your book? Where can we find it? Because I want to read this.
Oh,
Yes.
please do. It's available everywhere. Barnes & Noble, Amazon, booksamillion.com, and of course you can go to my website at lastrequestnovel.com. And it's there. I'm just want people to pick it up. It's a good holiday read for Valentine's Day. So, you know, for even if you're in love, if you're not in love, once you read the book, I think you'll really enjoy it.
I love it. Well, Stretch, and then we'll always keep up with you on the airwaves and online.
Yes,
we appreciate
indeed.
you.
I appreciate you guys.
Thank
Thank
you
you.
so much. Stay with us.